If YouTube's subscription metrics can be trusted, a number of you right now have kids in your house driving you nuts, bouncing off the walls. So I've ordered this to try out because I've seen these advertised, and I thought, oh, this looks like something useful if you've got children who are trying to do homework, or they're bored and they're playing games. And okay, let's see what the 12-inch LCD writing tablet is and looks like, because it's the 12-inch LCD writing tablet of environmental protection. So there's a lot of virtue in purchasing this for. It was £9 on eBay. Environment friendly, no paper, on chalk. So I can assure you there's no paper involved apart from the packaging. On chalk? Maybe. I mean, you might rub that on the white cliffs of Dover. Painting, practice, graffiti, calculus, easy writing, a key to clear, 2 years battery. Good. Non-radiative. You don't want something irradiating your children, especially not this rather alarming peacock. Shot storage. Now I don't know what shot storage is. Saves 3 trees. So this is guaranteed to save 3 trees. No more, no less, just the 3. So it's the same again. 12-inch writing LCD, LCD ABS, flexible LCD screen. Yeah, I guess you could bend it a bit, but don't. Battery model CR2075, so it does have a battery. And it has a line type, thin line, thick line, colourful line. It's not really ticking any boxes there. And it says, pay attention. Avoid the follow situations. Abrupt change of temperature, about temperature of 40 degrees or -5 degrees. I think above 40, -5. You can read along as well. It's not just up to me. Here we go. Do not allow to dip or soak in any liquid. Avoid sharp, sticky items. Well, yeah, problem with kids, but what can you do? It's tenner anyway. Avoid intense impact of vertical dropping a product on the ground or other objects. That's probably good advice in general for any consumer electronics. What else have we got? Please use no dust cloth to wipe the surface. Oh, a no dust cloth. I never thought about that. A duster or no dust, same thing. Do not disassemble product without authorization. Okay, nobody's taking authorization. If the product falls, please contact our sales department for maintenance. They're not going to do anything. Use unsafe management. I mean, honestly, I think it's great. I mean, it's the packaging. You have to write something on a package when you make something, don't you? You've got to. Oh, look, and there's a tick here. Yep, it's been ticked. No, right, just it's a tick. So we can slip that out, and that's rather pleasant, isn't it? A rather pleasant thing. And there you go. It looks really cool. I mean, I have to say, in pictures, that's definitely a really tablety looking thing. And not only is it tablety looking, the specs make it sound great when they say, look, it's only, whatever thickness, 7mm. I mean, I would love an actual real tablet to weigh like this. It weighs nothing. It is super thin. It has a stylus built in that you can, oh, there you go. You just slide it out like that. Just slide it straight out. It's got a little rail there. Pop. And I don't know, how do we turn it on? Do we need to turn it on even? Oh, no, it works right away. Look at that. And you can do that with it, eh? Actually, that's rather nice. It reminds me of an etch-a-sketch, really. I'm not getting a rainbow colour effect, but you can see if I shine it in the light. It's basically the same as an LCD screen. It is an LCD screen. There's an erase button here. It doesn't do anything. Because you've got a lock-unlock. So you have to slide that to unlock to allow the erasure button. Now we're going to try this. I'm going to try to hold it out. Nope. That's the best. Ignore the shine. I'm going to push the button in. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that is rather nice. Look at that. So what it is, you have to think how LCDs work. Okay, so you do have. Let's try turning the light off. Now you need the backlight. It's not illuminated. It's not re-illuminated. It's reflective. So how it works is, in a normal TFT LCD type screen, you have multiple layers, and you've got a reflective back if it's an old LCD you have on a Sharp PPC or something, or a Game Boy for that matter. A Game Boy is pretty much a good example. And the light shines through the screen, and it comes back to you changed, right? And that's because the liquid crystals, they align in a certain way, And what they do is certain polarities, they just block the light. So the light goes in and it can't return because the LCDs and refractive indices of all these layers just stop it. It's like blocked. And that's why when you have a polarizing piece of film, sometimes you can turn it and look at your LCD display and see different things because you're again warping that light around, twisting that light. So that's exactly what this is doing. This is basically like an LCD that you have on a monitor, but without the semiconductor behind it to allow electronics to actually turn on and off a pixel. So there's no pixels here. You know, you can zoom right in. I'm going to, hopefully it will focus. There you go. You can see there's no pixels here. It's basically like an etch-a-sketch. So when you're pressing, it's clearly pushing down one layer of the liquid crystal, and it's just sticking to the bottom layer, so it's just moving away, and that's enough to alter it. And then when we push the reset button, you can see what that's doing. It's probably just applying a charge, which is just getting the liquid to stick back on. Or now then, that's making me wonder: is this liquid crystal in that sense, or is it more akin to an e-book where the charge is just causing this pigmented ink to move from one plate to the other, like from the front to the back or the back to the front? Who knows? To be honest with you, it's just fascinating that you can buy something this cool for a tenner that does have an electrical erase thing. So let's think of use cases though. Why is this useful for your kids? Well, it's useful for your kids or yourself, to be honest. It's got a lanyard hole, hang it on the fridge. You've got your to-do list. Oh my gosh, I tell you what, it's because it does bend slightly, it's quite paperish. To do 1. Call bank, yeah, pay bills, order chips, as in, I was going to say ices, but food sounds better, etc. Well, that a to-do list is absolutely phenomenal. If you're playing Pictionary, I mean, that's just right away Pictionary. I'm just drawing some happy face there. What's that? Pac-Man with teeth. Yeah. Or if you're really just doing maths, you know, if you've got like... kids are always doing stuff like that, aren't they? They're doing their, you know, your scratch maths, your bit of calculus. It did say calculus on there. So yeah, I think that's actually really cool. Let's zoom back out. Let's just see its full goodness. So you have a battery door here. Again, hard to focus on, but you know, the usual type that you get on the flat remotes. Undo a screw, pop that out. So it's got the screw in it too, which is great, again, for kids. I mean, this is ticking a lot of boxes. No markings on the back apart from the lock unlock. So let's try that. So if you do a thing on there and we hit the lock, it just means the erase doesn't work, but it's not going to stop you drawing more stuff, of course. I think if you've got a regular stylus pen from something else, like your Nintendo DS or your Wacom Bamboo, you could use any kind of real stylus too as well. I mean, it's just any, I want to say, resistive screen stylus. Obviously, capacitive touch stylus isn't going to be great on there, but that's cool. I think in Guitar Hero you've got one that looks like a guitar pick. You could just use that. So there you go. Have a look online. If I find the link, I'll put it down below if there's any on Amazon. I always like to link to Amazon versus eBay because they're more likely to get them when you go and look 10 years from now or 3 years from now. So there you go. I think that is quite good, and it's got good fidelity. So yeah, consider that part of your lockdown strategy. As ever, thanks for watching. I gave these to my kids and they really liked them, and they started doing loads of drawings and handwriting of all things, actually writing on it. And I thought, oh, okay, let's just invent something. I'll just show you something before we sign off. I took one of these terminal blocks and I had an old pen insert, which kind of feels like that soft plastic that the most tips of these things are made of. And you can just get a ruler. I suppose it'd be good for music notation too. And you could do that. And I don't know, there's better ways probably of doing this. And you could probably even use a 3D plotter. If you've got a CNC machine, for example, you could use this as a fun way of doing a really complicated drawing. It's like when you get an etch-a-sketch and someone draws something really amazing on an etch-a-sketch, but you could cheat because you were using a CNC. There you go, look at that. And I just made an observation when I was playing with this with my children. I thought this is the last observation that would be really useful to understand. That the responsiveness is really good. Like this, I wish any kind of tablet you could buy, like real world tablet, was this good in actually being responsiveness. And I know it's not going through a whole digital loop, screen update, everything, but I think manufacturers should just go for that, because if they can achieve that, that would be absolutely amazing. And it's absolutely just like paper. Look, just like paper. It is brilliant. Yeah, actually, fine. Get one. Play with this.